शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतिरानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ॐ नमः परमहंसास्वादितचरणकमलचिन्मकरन्दाय भक्तजनमानसनिवासाय श्रीरामचन्द्राय। We've had some break, so much that I even forgot the Mangalacharana shlokams. But be that as it may, we have again assembled today. Last Satsanga, we have finished 28th Sarga. Vanam tu netum na kritamatiryada babhuva ramena tada mahatmana natasya sita vachanam chakaratam tato bravid ramam idam sudukhita. So she was not ready to accept Sita Devi, whatever Rama was telling. Basically, you have to understand Rama was making three kinds of, or two or three kinds of arguments. One is that Vanam is going to be very difficult to live by. So the things that we usually get in Vanam, so we usually get here, we don't get very easily in Vanam. So food, etc. is going to be difficult, and physical difficulties will be there. There will be thorns, etc. And then animals will be there. That's the third thing. So these Krura animals will be there. So there will be a lot of threat also. There is threat, there is physical discomfort, and also difficulty in obtaining various kinds of daily requirements, necessities. So Sita Devi is going to answer for all those three things, and over and above that, so what is dharma, etc. She is going to answer in this sarga, and next sarga also it's going to come. So we will see that. So in the previous shloka, previous sarga's last shloka, Tataha abravid ramam idam sudukhita. Sudukhita Vaidehi Sita Devi. So Tataha Ramam idam abravid. She spoke the following words to Rama. Having said that, again the sarga starts with she said the following to Rama. So we have been seeing this. Valmiki always goes back a little and comes, starts the sarga again. But somehow commentators are saying here, so they are highlighting this fact here. What has already been said, he's saying it again in this first shloka of the next sarga. That is just to emphasize that she is really very unhappy or sad about this decision or Rama's. Let's not say decision, because if Rama has decided something, then it is done. Okay, no repealment in Rama's words like today's politicians are doing. But anyway, so this I told you. So Ramodvirnabhi bhashate, Rama himself has said. So if he has made up a mind, then there is no going back from that. That is there. So Iva, whenever in this sarga also somewhere in the end, Iva is going to come, and commentators are telling Iva indicates that Rama is, really not made up his mind, has not made up his mind, etc. Anyway, so Sita Devi is kind of sad at this turn of events that Rama is telling, no, you don't come, you stay here, etc. She's not willing to accept that decision. So she is going to give her set of arguments, and we have seen this before also. This between Rama and Sita, you have to see. So this kind of discussion happens. So out of love, this discussion is happening. These people are always pointing out. So pranaya, kopa, etc. This is. So we should bear that in mind. Be it Sita here or Draupadi in Mahabharata, so they did not spare an argument when it was needed and when it could be provided. So you will see that with Sita Devi here, with Rama. Later also in Aranya, you will see that with when Ayodhyakaanda, you will see she says the same thing to Rama. Even with Ravana, how she speaks, even with Hanuman, how she speaks. So she gives her set of arguments always. She is not somebody to meekly accept. Neither is Draupadi. Draupadi is perhaps even more. So very, what should I say, very forthright she is when she is arguing. So anyway, atha ekona trimsha sargaha, so 30th sarga. So this Sanskrit numbers you must be knowing. Ekona, una means less. So ekona means one less than 30. So usually that's how numbers are named. Ekona vimshaha, ekona trimshaha, etc. So 29th sarga. Etattu vachanam shrutva Sita Ramasya dukkhita prasakta shrumukhi mandam idam vachanam abravid. So you see the previous shloka also ended with abravid Sita Vaidehi sudukkhita idam vachanam abravid. Here again he is telling the same thing. So that is to emphasize on her dukkham, etc. So etad vachanam means what all Rama said so far. Vanavasam is very dukkham. So ato dukkham, so tena dukkham ato vanam. So dukkham eva sada vanam, etc. He has said. So vanavasam is lot of dukkham is there. So you don't come with me, you stay here. All that vachanam shrutva. Etad vachanam, Ramasya vachanam shrutva Sita. So she is, how is she? Prasakta Shrumukhi. So Ashrubhihi Prasakta Mukhi. Maybe you can take it that way. Prasakta is here. So wet by tears. So wet by, her face is wet by tears. Such kind of Sita. Prasakta Shrumukhi Sita. Dukkhita. So she is extremely unhappy. Dukkhita, she is feeling sorrowful. Ayo, Rama might leave me and go away. That even that thought is causing pain to her. Dukkhita. So idam mandam idam vachanam abravit. So idam vachanam mandam abravit, you can say. So these words, she softly, slowly started to speak. That is, she's crying, and then you can imagine out of love for Rama also. So she started speaking slowly. So slowly, as in the pace is slow. So out of love, she is making these arguments. You can say. You can imagine a lady, she's crying, and out of love, she's telling something, going to tell something to her husband. How will she speak? Very softly, as in slowly, she will be speaking. That is what Valmiki is describing here. Mandam idam vachanam abravit. So idam vachanam mandam abravit. So you can take it as kriya visheshanam, adverb. Mandam is adverb. So anyway, ye tvaya kirtita dosha vane vastavyatam prati guna nityevatan vidhi tava sneha puraskrita. So ye tvaya kirtita doshaha. Hey Rama, whatever doshaha have been, kirtitaha here means enumerated. All those doshas that you have listed so far. What doshas? Vane vastavyatam prati. Doshas with regard to staying in the vana, in the forest, living in the forest. Vane vastavyatam prati ye doshaha tvaya kirtitaha. So gunanityeva tan vidhi. Hey Rama, please understand, they are not doshas but only gunas. They are gunas only. Why? Tava sneha puraskrita. So tava sneha puraskrita, here lot of commentary is written. Now let me read. So it's a small sarga, but lot of commentary for some words are there in this sarga. Tava sneha puraskrita. So here, so it can mean, for me, who is the object of your love, for me, these doshas are also gunas. Here, one of the commentators, I think Tilakakara only is telling, so whoever Rama likes, that is, whoever is the Vishaya for Rama's Sneha, for them there is no doshas in this world. Like that he's saying. Let us see. So yataha aham tava snehena puraskrita tvannishtha sneha Vishaya. Tava sneha puraskrita means I am the Vishaya of your sneha. Sneha is Ramanishta sneha, and the Vishaya for that sneha is affection. So love. So love is in Rama, and the object of that love is I am your object of love. That is Sita Devi is telling. Anena tvat sneha vishayasya dosha padarthaha nakopi iti bhavaha. So there is, for somebody who's the object of your love, for them there is no dosha padartha in this entire jagat. So sarvam ramamayam jagat, for those people. Yadva yatastvad vishayaka snehena agraga ityarthaha. Tava sneha puraskrita means, you see, there are in the forest there are doshas, and I will be coming along with you. So between those doshas and me, there is your love in between. So tava sneha puraskrita, your love towards me goes ahead of me in the forest. So that love will convert those doshas also into gunas. So tvad vishayaka snehena agraga, I am agraga, that is, I am led by what? Your love towards me leads me into the forest. Therefore, those doshas are converted into gunas. This is Tilakakara. Tava sneha puraskrita tvad snehamatra darshana shila ahamasmi iti. This is Shiromanikara. So tava sneha puraskrita means I only see your love, even in those doshas there, I will see your love only. Therefore, those doshas will not be doshas. The idea is, those doshas are not doshas but gunam only. What is the reason? So two reasons Tilakakara gave. One reason Shiromanikara is giving. So tvad vishayaka snehamatra darshana shila. I am somebody who only sees love in you, and those doshas, therefore, I will not see them, not pay any attention to them. So Bhushanakara, Govindaraj also is giving some reasons. Tan doshan tava sneha puraskritan gunanityeva vidhi. So preyasa tvaya saha vartamanayaha mama kokilalapa chandana malayamaruttavat sukhakaran janihi tyarthaha. So for me, who is so he has an alternate patha there. He says tava sneha puraskritan gunan. So those gunas are what they are. Tava sneha puraskritan guna. Those gunas are same, like, I mean, the same spirit. So those gunas are, by the time they come to me, they have to come through the filter of your love, Therefore, those doshas are also not doshas for me, only gunas. In fact, all the doshas that you said, they are going to be like Chandana, Malaya Maruta, very, very pleasant gunas. There will be, in fact, in the next chapter, she's going to say also in 38th chapter, somewhere. Yeah, so she's going to say all those things in 30th chapter. Thorns will be like cotton for me, dust will be like pleasant breeze for me, like that she will say. Those doshas are not doshas for me because they are coming out of love for you. So out of love for you, I am coming. Out of love for me, you are taking me. So that love will convert everything into the doshas into gunas. You see that attitude kind of changes. There is one Telugu song like that, old song, I can't remember now. So when there is love, between an husband and wife, so even the doshas, if there are difficulties, they can be overcome. So you can what should I say? You can persevere. You can go through those difficulties if you have love for each other, etc. Anyway, so these various interpretations are there. Tava sneha puraskrita मृगा सिंहा गजाश्चैव शार्दूला शरभास्तथा सृमराश्चैव ये चान्ये वनचारिणः अदृष्टपूर्वरूपत्वात् सर्वे ते तव राघव रूपं दृष्ट्वा प्रसर्पेयुः तव सर्वे हि बिभ्यति. So here lot of, there is hidden meaning commentators want to say. First of all, what is this? So earlier in the previous Sarga, Rama said somewhere, 8th shloka I suppose I have written that. So क्रीडमानाश्च विश्रब्धा मत्ता शून्ये तथा मृगाः दृष्ट्वा समभिवर्तन्ते सीते दुःखमतो वनम. Hey Site, vanam, living in vanam, vanavasaha, ati dukkham. Why? Because these animals will be freely roaming about in the forest, and suddenly if we pass by there and they will get, disturbed, that is, suddenly they will be perturbed, and in that fear or whatever confusion, they will attack us. So drishtva samabhivartante. So having seen us, they will come to us to attack, come towards us to attack us. That is what Rama said. For that she's answering here. No doubt there are animals in the forest. Mrigaha. Mrigaha here, so these deers, so deers, antelope, deer, Mrigaha, Simhaha, lions, Gajaha, elephants, Shardulaha, tigers, Sharabhaha. Sharabha, these people are telling Sharabha is famous Sharabha animal. I mean mythologically famous. Sharabhaha. Ashtapadavanto Mriga Visheshaha. Sharabha is a particular kind of animal which has 8 legs, they say. So Sharabhaha. And then Chamaraha. Chamaraha, that Chamari Mriga, yak, I think. So one particular kind of mountain yak. And Srimaraschaiva. Srimaraha is Gavayaha. So Go Sadrishaha, Gavayaha. This, so if you have studied Upamana, Upamana as a Pramana, they say Go Sadrishaha, Gavayaha. Gavaya Mrigam is there, which kind of resembles a cow. So this Srimaraha means Gavayaha. And then ye chanye vanacharinaha. Any other vanacharis, any other animals, forest animals can be there, or there could be people also, so people in the forest, vanacharinaha. So yeah, they have not seen your rupam. Therefore, when they see your rupam, so there's a lot of meaning is there. So I will tell you first the simple meaning. They have not seen you before. If they see you, they will get scared and run away. That is what she's telling. Adrishta purva rupatvat sarve te tava adrishta purva rupatvat. So your rupam has not been seen by them, hey Raghava. So rupam drishtva apasarpeyuhu. So you are something new. So this is something new. So out of fear that something new is there. That is, they might have seen other hunters, but they did not see such a beautiful, so very luminous kind of person like you, hey Raghava. Therefore, having seen you, they will see this is something new, and because out of that newness, they don't know what to do, so they will run away. So Rupam Drishtva Apasarpeyu means they will run away. They will move away from your path. They will run away. Sarvehi Tava Sarvehi Bibhyati. Hey Rama, everybody. Why will they run away from there? Because Tava Sarvehi Bibhyati. Everybody is always, so everybody is scared of you. That is Rakshasas, etc. are scared of you. That is what you have to take, he says here. So Tilakakara, everybody has a lot of things to say. Let us see 1 or 2 points only. Sthane Hrishikesha Tava Prakir. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita. So, hey Krishna, in fact, I have written down that shloka. Sthane Hrishikesha Tava Prakirtya Jagat Prahrishyatyanurajyate cha Rakshamsi Bhitani Dishodravanti Sarve Namasyanti cha Siddha Sanghaha. This is in immediately after that Vishwarupa Krishna shows and withdraws that Vishwarupa, Arjuna makes one stuti, very beautiful stuti there. You can check 3 shlokas. You can use that as daily namaskara shlokas also. So I have told you about Master Ji once, Kolkata, that yogi. So he used to tell us these 3 shlokas: Tvamadi Deva Purusha Puranas Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam, etc. Beginning from there, 3 shlokas. I remember as 11th chapter, 28, 29, 30. So anyway, 3 simple shlokas. So Namah Purastadata Prishtatasthe. So you are there ahead of me, behind me, to the left, to the right, everywhere. You are only there. Like that's very nice shloka. There, so that stuti there, which Arjuna makes, starts with the shloka. So hey Rishikesha, it is very appropriate. Sthane means very appropriate that by your stuti this Jagat becomes happy. And then what is the more important point here from that shloka which Tilakakara is quoting? Rakshamsi bhitani dishodravanti. These Rakshasas, by looking at you itself, they run away out of fear to various directions. They run away. That is what Tilakakara is quoting. Iti nyayat yesham anyakartrikatvat smaranena bhayam tesham sakshat tvad darshane bhayam ityartha siddham iti dhvanitam. So what he's telling is, you see, when ordinary people pass by forest and they see these animals and other, these vanacharas, etc., if they see them, ordinary people will think of you, Rama, Rama. When they think, just by their thinking of you, those animals run away. That is, these people who are scared looking at these animals, when they think of you, because of the fact that they are thinking of you, these animals get scared and run away. What to speak about when you yourself come there, So therefore, tava sarve bibhyati. So because everybody is scared of you, what can these animals do to you, etc. Tava sarvehi bibhyati. Anena yad bhishodeti suryaha ityarthaha dhvanitaha. Tilakakara is telling. So bhisha smadvatah pavate, etc. Bhishodeti suryaha. That rik is there in Taittiriya Upanishad. It comes. So bhishasmad agnischendrascha mrityudhavati panchama iti. So out of fear for this Paramatma, so sun is rising, etc. That is, there is an order. That's the idea here. So that's why in the same context, he's quoting this sthane also. Sthane means very appropriate. Everything is in place, so that these Rakshasas, etc., run away from you. So in Telugu states, there is one story. So you people must be knowing, which is So Telugu states there is a story which is it seems one frog, when Rama and Lakshmana were going in the forest, so they had to take a bath and then they keep their bow, etc., on the bank and go to have bath. And when they come back, Rama will see that under his bow there was a frog. So that frog is, greatly troubled by that bow's, weight. So Rama immediately lifts the bow and says, Are, you should have just called Rama. If you just gave a call, I would have come and removed this bow. Why didn't you call me when I kept this bow? By mistake, Rama kept. That's the idea. When he was placing it, maybe he didn't notice it. So maybe I didn't notice. So you should have called me. I would have taken the bow. So that frog, it says, you see, when other people cause me trouble, I say Rama. Now when Rama himself is causing me trouble, whom will I call, etc. Anyway, so that story somehow I remembered here. So anyakartrikatvat smaranena bhayam tesham. So for those animals, when other people do Ramasmaranam, those animals get afraid and run away. What to speak about when you yourself come? So much meaning here. So adrishta purva rupatvat, how to understand? Shiromani Kara is giving vigraha. Tava adrishta purva rupatvat. Adrishta purvam rupam swarupam yehi. So those who have not seen your rupam earlier. So adrishta purvam rupam swarupam yehi. So your rupam has not been seen by them, and tesham bhavaha adrishta purva rupatvam, and that itself is the hetu. Because they have not seen your form earlier, now when they see your form, it will look new to them and they will run away. A lot of meaning. So we will stop with this much. So adrishta purva rupatvat sarve te tava raghava rupam drishtva apasarpeho. So there is no fear of animals, etc. You are there with me, you will be walking, and your rupam is alaukika rupam. They must have never seen such a rupam. So out of fear, they will run away, and your nature itself is such that tava sarvehi bibhyati. You are Paramatma yourself, and your nature is such, out of fear for you, these people are doing their own dharma. So they will not come and cause harm to you yourself. Such things she is telling. Mriga, Simha, Gajaschaiva, Shardula, Sharabhas, Tatha. One more point you see here. forest, in the forest, lions also will be there, tigers also will be there. So practically that's not true, so if you ask these zoologists, they will say, so in the same forest, lion and tiger both cannot be, because both are top on the, what is that called, food chain. On the food chain they are on, on the top. So on the same forest, both cannot coexist. You will either have lions or either have tigers. I think they say like that. I remember reading something like that. So how to understand this statement? You should take in different forests. From Ayodhya, they have to go till Dandakaranyam. So in some vanams, lions will be there. In some vanams, tigers will be there. Like that you can take. You see, there is um, the person, I forgot his name. So a critique. So very good critique. He's not a critic, but a critique. He does nice critique of Telugu literature. So very old person, now he's no more, great scholar. Swamiji told this once. So I remember his name, I'm not getting it immediately. So he made a critique of all these, what is called as Prabandha Kavyas in Telugu. Once Telugu literature started appearing from Nannaya onwards, so a lot of people started writing these Prabandha kind of literature where a lot of elaborate descriptions will be there, So just one, as though it's a sin to have the name forest there. So immediately you see forest, they will start describing forest. These trees are there, those trees are there, this is there, that is there, these animals, those animals. He says, these people have just went on describing forest like that, but such forest you will never find, that where all the trees are there, apple trees are there, mango trees are there, fig trees are there, pine trees are there, like that. In the same forest, it's not, practical that you find these things. It's not real also, something like that. Here, so how to understand it? I was thinking on those lines. So I'm telling you, take it as two different forests. In some forests, lions might be there. In some forests, tigers might be there. Sharabhaha, they say Sharabha is also a very wild animal. Sharabhaha tatha chamaras srimaras cheva yechanye vanacharinaha adrishta purva rupatvat sarve te tavaraghava rupam दृष्ट्वा पसर्पेयुः तव सर्वे हि बिभ्यति त्वया च सह गन्तव्यं मया गुरुजनाज्ञया त्वद्वियोगेन मे राम त्यक्तव्यम इह जीवितम. So this Guru Janagnya, maybe I should have explained that Dashakanthari Gurum Vidurbudhaha. I don't know if I will be able to retrieve that now. So yeah, I got that. So this is one context to explain. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Time should be permitting. So Tvaya Sahacha Gantavyam Maya Guru Janagnya. So Guru Jana Agnya is there. That is, these people, elders. Guru Jana here, actually in general it means elders, but here specifically she means Janaka and Dasharatha, fathers here. Guru means fathers. So by the order of our fathers, that is my father Janaka and your father, who's also like father to me, Dasharatha, by their Agnya, by their order, instruction, also I have to go to the forest. Tvaya cha saha gantavyam maya. So Tvaya saha maya gantavyam. Along with you, I should also be going. Going to where? To forest. Guru Janagnya. By the order of our Guru-like fathers. Twadvyogena me Rama tyaktavyam iha jivitam. That's a different thing. So with your, that is, if I am separated by you, Twadvyogena he Rama me iha jivitam tyaktavyam. Jivitam is life. So if I am separated by you, I think what is better is I give up this life. That is a lesser dukkham than being in separation with you. So here Guru Janagnya means so two Tilakakara is pointing out towards Janaka being the Guru referred to here, and then he's also saying Dasharatha, but Dasharatha's, I will explain both. So what is the instruction that Janaka gave? You see, Yam Sita Mama Suta that we saw. So in that Panigrahana Shlokam, so Sahadharma Charitava Pratitya Chenam Bhadraante Panim Grunhishwa Panina. So Chayevanugata Sada, Pativrata Mahabhaga, Chayevanugata Sada. She will follow you like your shadow. Like that, my father told you. So on what basis could he have said? He said it only by having the trust in me, right? So if he's saying that to you, that means he's taking me into confidence that Sita will actually follow him wherever he goes like shadow. Therefore, it's indirectly instruction to me also. I'm not reading the Sanskrit commentary. I'm telling you the gist from there. So when he has given that, that word to you, that is indirectly instruction to me that I should follow you like a shadow wherever you go. And then when your father instructed you to go to the forest, he meant me also. Why? Didn't you read Shruti? So Ardhova Esha Atmano Yat Patni, Taittiriya Samhita, Shruti Vakyam is there. So Atmanaha Ardha, this Patni is half of this person. So when your father instructed you to go to forest, that means he includes me. So because I am your half, this better half, etc. They say in English, it's there in the Veda only. So ardhova esha atmano yat patni. So whether it's the best half or better half, that is okay. But wife is half of this person is there. Taitriya Shruti. So Govinda Raja is quoting here. So Tvayacha Saha Gantavyam Maha Guru Maya Guru Janagnya. Here Guru Jana is father, that is Janaka and Dasharatha. So I am just creating this context to explain this very beautiful shloka from Raghuvamsham, which I shared earlier. So I gave that context. I have, recently in that Vande Loka Guru, Swamigal was mentioning that. So I thought I should share about this. It is a very famous shloka from Raghuvamsham. So Dasharashmi Shatopamadhyutim Yashasa Dikshu Dashaswa Pishrutam Dashapurva Ratham Yamakhyaya Dashakanthari Gurum Vidurbudha. So the idea is, so Dasharatha is born, and what did they name him? So what is her Dilipa and I think his wife. So that's that story in that Raghuvamsham. Dasharatha is born, and then they have named him. What did they name him? Dashapurva Ratham. Dashapurva Ratham. So Ratham, and before that Dasha is there. Dashapurva Ratham means Dasharatha. So that you see Kalidasa very nicely he's explaining. Dasha Rashmi Shatopama Dyutim. Dyuti, his luster, that child who is born, his Kanti. Dyuti is Dasha Rashmi Shata. So Shata Upam. So the Dasha Rashmi Shatopama, his duty is like that is his luster, his brilliance is equal to tens of thousands of suns. So Dasharashmi Shatopamadhyutim Yashasa Dikshu Dashaswapi Shrutam. His fame is heard in all the 10 directions. Such kind of Dasharatha. You see, Kalidasa is writing from a later stage of Dasharatha. He is describing a situation when Dasharatha was just born, but he himself in time is later. So he can say that Dasharatha, whose fame was spread in all 10 directions, that Dasharatha was born, and then so Vidur Budhaha, great people, wise people. So Yam Dasharatha Dashapurva Ratham Akhyaya Viduhu. Akhya means name. So by name he is known by wise people as Dashapurva Ratha. Dashapurva Ratha is, so this Dasha word comes before Ratha here. Dashapurva Ratha, Ratham Yamakhyaya. What is most important for us here is Dashakanthari Gurum. So Dashakantha is Ravana, his Ari is Rama, and his Guru, his father is Dasharatha. So very beautiful shloka. So this Kalidasa could say because in time he belongs to a later stage. So his audience already know about Dasharatha, etc. So he can say Dashakanthari Gurum Vidur Budhaha. So Yashasa Dikshu Dashaswapi Shrutam. Very beautiful shloka. So this Guru came here. I am just created the context. I could not wait to tell this story. Very beautiful shloka. This is from. So of course in the Vakyartha shown in that episode. So whether you have to apply here Gauni Vritti, Mukhya Vritti, so that we need not go into it. It's a different discussion. So in that context, you see in Vakyartha, so very heavily loaded debates there. You people know very well. Perhaps Prasadji has seen for live, I don't know. So very heavy loaded discussion there also, so to lighten the discussion. You see, Swamigal quoted this suddenly. So it's not out of the context, but he quoted it because the speaker quoted another shloka from somewhere else. So actually maybe he quoted the shloka and then he asked, you see, so what is the source of this shloka? Do you know from where? So he just quoted one. So Dashapurva Ratham Yamakhyaya. Only that much he quoted, that speaker. And then Swamigal asked, do you know the full shloka? Do you know where it is from? And he was honest enough to say, I don't know. And he quoted this shloka. So it's from Raghuvamsham. Anyway, so this Guru Janagneya, so I pulled in all this here. I hope you don't mind. So Tvayacha Sahagantavyam Maya Guru Janagneya Twadviyogena me Rama Tyaktavyam iha Jivitam. So Twadviyogena, hey Rama, if I am separated by you, it's better that I give up this life itself. And then Nahimam Twatsamipastham Api Shakro Piraghava Suranam Ishvara Shaktaha Pradharshaitumojasa. So Mam Twatsamipastham Shakraha Api Pradharshaitum Nashaktaha. Hey Rama, so Nahimam Twatsamipastham, me when I am along with you. So when I am beside you, along with you, Shakraha api Suranam Ishvaraha Shakraha api pradharshayitum, ojasa pradharshayitum nashaktaha. So even Indra, who is the lord of all devatas, he can also not overpower me. Pradharshayitum here. So shloka 6, pradharshayitum parabhavitum nashaktaha. So he cannot overpower me if I am with you. That is, nobody can cause any harm to me. Your worry about harm to me is baseless, because I will be with you, and when I am with you, nobody can harm me. So nahi mam tvat samipastham mam. Me who is, so this tvat samipastha is an adjective to mam. Tvat samipastham mam. Me who is close to you. Shakropi, api shakropi raghava. This is a laukika way of saying, commentators are saying api shakropi. It means shakraha api. So Suranam Ishvaraha api Shakraha api. So you can take it that way also. Api Shakropi, even if he is Indra himself, who Suranam Ishvaraha, so Lord of all the Devatas, He Raghava, Nahi Shaktaha, he is not capable for what? Ojasa Pradharshayitum Mam. So Mam Pradharshayitum Ojasa, by his prowess, he can. So nobody has so much prowess that he can overpower me as long as I am with you. Patihina, you see this in some way you can understand. So later what Maricha is going to do is he is going to take away Rama from Sita, etc. So anyway, all that is there. Patihina tu ya nari nasa shakshyati jivitum kamam evam vidham Rama tvaya mama nidarshitam. So nidarshitam is one patha, Govinda Raja's patha is vidarshitam. Anything is fine. So here also a lot of commentary for the shloka is there. We will see a little. Patihina tu ya nari, whatever. So any woman, patihina, bereft of husband, nasa shakshyati jivitum. She is not capable. I mean, she cannot bear to live. Jivitum nashakshyati. She is not capable, or capable here means she cannot bear to live without her husband. Kamam evam vidham Rama. Hey Rama, this is not what I am saying. Evam vidham tvaya mama kamam nidarshitam. Kamam means, atyartham, they say. So atyartham. Kamam means, how to translate in English? Kamam means a lot. That is, so much you have told me. So you have told me many times. So indeed, we say, you have indeed told me like this many times, Hey Rama, tvaya mama nidarshitam. This is something that you yourself have told me. So patihina tu yanari nasa shakshati jivitam. This is simple meaning. So a lot of commentary here. Evam vidham patihinaya jivanam ashakyam ityevam rupam tvaya darshitam. So tvaya darshitam, she's telling. Tvaya nidarshitam means you have not directly told me. You have only hinted to me indirectly. When did you hint? So Tilakara is telling Bharatanukulataya atra vasasthit upadeshena. So atra vasasthitihi, how you should live here. Vasasthitihi means as you are living here, what you should do. That upadesha you told me. So you should behave Bharatanukulataya. You have to behave in such a way that you act anukula to Bharata. So what you mean there is, hey Sita, if you don't act without, I mean, don't act in accordance to Bharata's, happiness, etc. So that means there will be nobody to take care of you, and without husband, so if nobody is there to take care of you, so there is great harm to you, etc. So indirectly, what you meant there is patihina tu yanari nasa shakshyati jivitum. She cannot independently be alive and happy, hale and healthy if she doesn't have husband. Iti, you have indirectly hinted there to me. Ataha aham tvaya saha yasyami tvadupadishta bharatanukulyena sthatum ashakyatvaditi bhavaha. Therefore, you see, you have told that, but I don't think I can practically follow that instruction. So therefore, I better come along with you to the forest. That is one meaning. Kechittu, Tilakakara himself is telling, Kechittu evam vidham vanavasa dukkham kamam tvaya mama darshitam yadyapi tathapi tadrishavane patihina prabala bhartruhina najivitum shakshyati. So this evam vidham, evam vidham here means this vanavasa dukkham, whatever you told so far in the previous sarga. Of course, Sita Devi is not telling previous sarga, but whatever you have said so far, evam vidham. So this dukkham, kamam tvaya darshitam, very appropriately and very lengthily you have described all this. But then this is patihina nari shakshitum nashakshyati jivitum. So prabala bhartrukahina. Suppose here patihina you should take as prabala bhartrukahina. This vanavasa dukkham, a lady who is not having a very strong husband to protect her, she cannot bear this vanavasa dukkham. But I am not such a lady. I have a very strong husband in you. So therefore I can bear this vanavasa dukkham. That is one meaning. So केचित्तु एवं विधं वनवास दुःखं कामं त्वया मम दर्शितं यद्यपि तथापि तादृशवने पतिहीना मीन्स प्रबलभर्तृहीना न जीवितुं शक्ष्यति न तु मादृशी प्रबलभर्तृका. So I am प्रबलभर्तृका. I have a very strong husband to protect me. इत्यहं वनं यास्याम्येव इति भावः आहुः. Some people say this is the meaning here. Is iti Tilakakara is pointing out. So just one or two more meanings we will see from Shiromanikara. Patihina, pati viyoga vishishtha nari, jivitum nashakshyati. So this nari who is having pati viyoga, that is pati is not around, that lady cannot live. He Rama, ataha evam vidham tvad viyoge epi sthitikarakam mama kamam ichha vishayi bhutam vastu nanidarshitam, he says. So this najivitum shakshyati and then nanidarshitam. Here what is nanidarshitam? That is, you will go away to the forest and you have not adequately described to me what is that I can hold on to and live here in your absence. That is what he is telling. So, evam vidham tvad viyogepi. Even when I have your yoga, sthitikarakam mama. So, sthitikarakam, something that can hold me on, something that can get me going. Mama sthitikarakam, kamam, ichha vishayi bhutam vastu nanidarshitam. So, kamam here, take the simple meaning of kamam as ichha. So, this kamam nanidarshitam. What is it that should be the object of my love that I can hold on to and live after you go away to the forest? Something like, for Sri Ramakrishna and Sharda Devi, they showed Radhu. Radhu is Sharda Devi's niece, it seems Ramakrishna said. So she's Mahamaya. So you keep taking care of her. That will be the factor which will make you stay here. That is with so much yoga, dukkha, etc. when she was having. So he showed her also some greater purpose. You have to take care of people. So many people will come. You have to initiate them. So this Radhu is something that you can, you keep her as your nimitta for staying back in this world. Something like that you have not shown me, Sita Devi is telling. So with holding on to which I can live on. So Nakara Ubhayanvayi. So many things are there. Just one more thing I will tell you. So he is telling Evam Vidham Rama Tvaya Nidarshitam here. So this Mama, I don't know how he is going to put there in this kind of Mama Kamam. Yeah. So Kincha Evam Vidham Ukta Prakarakam Mama Kamam Madicha Vishayi Bhutam Vastu Tvayaiva Nidarshitam. You see this Mama Kamam, my desire. What is my desire? To come along with you to the forest. That desire of mine, this you yourself have hinted to Kausalya. In what way you have hinted? This is Patihina tu Yanari, Nasa Shakshati Jivitum, etc. You have hinted to Kausalya earlier, saying, Kausalya Devi, hey mother, you should not come along with me to the forest, you should stay here. He has said that thing also, have written down 24th chapter 12-13 shlokas. So what he said there was, only a cruel lady will, give up on her husband, etc. Those things what he told to Kausalya. She's kind of, she must have, thought about this. Your mother also would have said the same thing. I will come to the forest. I'm sure you would have told your mother, no, serve your husband. You should always serve your husband. Such things you would have already told your mother. So that itself is the pramana for me to come along with you. Like even you told your mother, you have to be with your husband always. The same rules, logics apply for me coming with you also to the forest because I am your wife. Okay. So many meanings are there. Patihina tu yanari nasa shakshati jivitum kamam evam vidham rama tvaya mama nidarshitam. So mama evam vidham kamam tvaya rama nidarshitam in the case of Kausalya. When Kausalya asked, you have shown this there itself. Same thing I would like to invoke here, etc. So and see, we have to finish this sarga hopefully. Athapicha mahapragnya brahmananam maya shrutam pura pitrugrihe satyam vastavyam kilame vane. So here Rama also, in my father's house when I was staying, that is before marriage, so many, there were predictions about me going to the Vanam. Like that I have heard 2-3 predictions she is going to quote. Some Brahmanas have predicted Athapicha means, so one more reason, Athapi, because of this reason also, a Mahaprajna, a very intelligent Rama, Brahmananam maya shrutam. So Brahmananam vachanam here you can take. So Brahmananam satyam vachanam. So Tilakakara is telling satyam vachanam. This for sure. Brahmananam. Looks like I missed for a second. I don't know if I'm online. People have to respond. Only then I will know whether I am online
Yes,
or
you
not.
are online.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, there's noise behind me.
okay. So, so she's telling Brahmananam Vachanam Shrutam Maya. So these words of Brahmanas I have heard. What is that Pura? So Pura Pitrugrihe. Before marriage, when I was in my father's house, Satyam Shrutam Brahmananam Satyam Maya Shrutam. Satyam Vachanam Maya Shrutam. What is that? Vastavyam Kila Me Vane. Me means so Mama Vane Vastavyam Kila. That is, it seems Brahmanas have said that in Sita Devi you have to use some in her Jatakam or something they must have seen and told her that in her Jatakam it is written that she has to remain in forest. So what is that Vachanam? These people have written it. Vane tvaya vastavyam kila iti brahmananam vachanam. So it seems Ramana said, Sita Devi, you must live in forest. So like that, one prarabdha is there for you. Like that, they have said, I have heard. So therefore, also to make their vachanam satyam, I have to come to forest. And also, lakshanibhyo dvijatibhya shrutvaham vachanam grihe vanavasa kritotsaha nityameva mahabala. He mahabala, he very powerful, so Rama of great prowess. Lakshanibhya dvijatibhya. So these Dvijatis, Brahmanas again here, so who are Lakshanikas. So Lakshanikas, so people who know Samudrika Shastram, they say, palmistry, etc. These things happen in the Antahpuram of Rani, etc. So these kind of, these palmistry people will all be coming and telling these things. So like that I have heard, she's telling. Lakshanibhyaha Dvijatibhyaha. So these Brahmanas who know, so these Lakshana Shastra, Samudrika Shastra, etc. From them I have heard. Dvijatibhyaha aham vachanam grihe shrutva, in my house having heard from them, from those palmistry people, etc. Vanavasa kritotsaha nityameva. So nityameva vanavasa kritotsaha. Ever since I have heard it from them, I have always been eagerly waiting for that moment. Oh, living in Vanam is going to be so great. When am I going to get that opportunity? Like that, always that utsaha I was having. Nityameva. Nityameva means since that time itself I have been having. So even before this Vanavasa Prasakti came now, so I have been having this desire. Vanavasa Kritotsaha Nityameva Mahabala. Adesho Vanavasasya Praptavya Satraham. Yeah, again I seem to have lost. Let's see. Adesho Vanavasasya Praptavyassa Maya Kila Satvaya Sahabhatraham Yasyami Priyananyatha. So Adeshaha Vanavasasya Praptavyaha. So Maya Kila. So Saha Adeshaha. That Adesha. What is that Adesha? The Adesha of those Brahmanas, etc. You can say that, or the Adesha that your father gave you, that Adesha. Saha Adeshaha. What is that Adeshaha? Vanavasasya Adeshaha. That adesha or instruction to go to Vanam, that Vanavasasya adeshaha maya praptavyaha. That is, it has to come upon me also. That is, Brahmanas have said it, so it has to come upon me, because we have to make their Vajanam Satyam. Or this adesha that Dasharatha gave you, it has to be fulfilled by me also. It befalls upon me also. Maya api praptavyaha. So here Adeshaha Tilakakara is saying, so Adesha, so it's an hint that this is Agnya of you only. You are the Antaryami for those Brahmanas, and as the Antaryami, you gave this instruction, this thought in their mind. It is your instruction only and not their instruction. Iti Gudharthaha, he is telling. I'm not reading those Sanskrit sentences now. So Sarvantaryamitvad iti Suchitam, all this, so that Brahmana Ukti, what was there, that is your prerana only, make them speak like that. So she's telling Adeshaha. What they said was not adesha. In fact, they did not instruct them. They did not instruct her to go to forest. Those brahmanas in her pitrugruha. They just said, it's there in your palmistry, in your palm, etc. We can see that you have to go to forest. But she's saying adesha to hint that actually it was your prerana, your instruction, that later in the future we have to go to forest. Rishis will be there. We have to bless them. Rakshasas will be there. We have to put an end to them. All this along with you I have to do. Therefore, this thought you put there in their mind that time only. That adeshaha maya api praptavyaha. So saha adeshaha maya praptavyaha. I have to now fulfill that adesha which you gave to me through them. Or saha adeshaha pitra adeshaha, your father Dasharatha's adesha, maya api praptavyaha, because I am your half. So if you are going, I should also go. Satvaya sahabhartraham yasyami priya nanyatha. So sa aham, that me who have obtained that adesha. So here, that is that Brahmana's adesha, or rather, what is it called? prediction that I have to go to the forest, I better do it along with you than alone all by myself. Sa tvaya, that kind of me. Sa tvaya saha, tvaya bhartra saha aham yasyami. That me, sa aham, that is me who has been told by those brahmanas, lakshanikas, etc., that forest vanavasa is there for me, that me, tvaya bhartra saha yasyami. It's good that I go to the forest along with you. So let this be a nimitta for that prediction coming true. So, hey Priya, so let it be that I go with you who are very dear to me. Na anyatha. Na anyatha means, so all by myself, me going to the forest, that is more dukkham. So better I go with you, it is more appropriate. And then Sat Tvaya Saha Bhartraham Yasyami Priya Na Anyatha. Here Na Anyatha means that Adesha, that Brahmana's words, etc., would not be true if you don't allow me to follow you now. That meaning is also there. We will not go so much into the alternate meanings now. कृतादेशा भविष्यामि गमिष्यामि त्वया सह कालश्चायं समुत्पन्नः सत्यवाग् भवतु द्विजः कृतादेशः भविष्यामि. So कृतादेशः means अनुष्ठिताज्ञा. So adesha maya krita, that is krita, that is the adesha instruction has been followed by me. See, you also want to get that fame of following your father's instruction. I also want to get that fame that I have indeed followed the instruction that was given to me. That is, when Rama is going to forest, you should also follow him. That instruction, Sita also has fulfilled the instructions given to her. Iti adesha. So let me also, so that fame, let me also get. That's the idea. Kritadesha bhavishyami. So kritaha adesha yaya sa kritadesha. She by whom the adesha has been implemented. So I also want to be like that. Kritadesha bhavishyami gamishyami tvaya saha. How can I be kritadesha? If I go along with you. Tvaya saha gamishyami, I will follow you now. Kalaschayam samutpannaha. So the time for that, following that instruction or making the words of those brahmanas, etc., to make it true has come. Kalaschayam samutpannaha satyavag bhavatu dvijaha. That dvija, that brahmana, whoever told that I have this vanavasam in my prarabdha, let his words come true. And now is the time for making his words true. Let me also come along with you. Vanavasehi janami dukkhani bahudha kila prapyante niyatam veera purushair akritatmabhihi. So vanavasehi bahudha dukkhani janami kila. I know very well that in vanavasa there are going to be many dukkhas. So vanavase bahudha dukkhani iti janami. I know very well janami. Vanavase bahudha dukkhani. Various kinds of dukkhams will be there in vanavasa, that I know very well. Prapyante. So bahudha dukkhani prapyante iti janami. You can say prapyante niyatam veera purushaihi akritatmabhihi. Those dukkhams will be obtained by purushas who are akritatma. Akritatma means they are not of firm resolve. That is, they are very weak. Every small one small threat comes, they are immediately afraid. By only such people it will look like dukkham. So for people who are adventurous, challenging, they take challenges, for them it doesn't seem like dukkham at all. So I am such kind of a person. Here purusha you should take as any being. So by any being who is not having his mind under control, only for him there will be all these dukkhams. That is one meaning. Commentators are telling. In fact, Tilakakara himself is telling here Purushaihi Akritatmabhihi means, so he is telling there is no context for she talking about Purushas, because it's about her here. The discussion is about whether she going to the forest or not. So she should say I will not get, instead of saying I will not get those dukkham, by she saying Purushaihi Akritatmabhihi niyatam prapyante. Niyatam means surely. Surely these dukkhams will only come to those purushas who are akritatma, that is, who are not of strong will. Why is she saying that? It seems Sita Devi is telling Rama, I will come to forest anyway. You please make sure that you don't change your mind. So dukkham, so much you told me. So by recounting all that dukkham, maybe you yourself will change your mind. You better don't change that mind. Those dukkhams will come only if you are of weak resolve. I hope you are not of weak resolve, etc. It seems so much meaning is there. So this Purusha Prakara, it is not Purusha Prakaranam. That is not the context for talking about whether these dukkhams will come to what kind of person, what kind of Purusha, that is what kind of man. That context is not there. But by saying this, it seems she's hinting. So I am a very strong will. In fact, I am Nityam Kritotsaha. From that time itself, I am anxiously looking forward to go to forest. But just now you have given me long list of difficulties in forest. I hope you don't change your mind of going to forest. Same she's telling. Kanyaya cha piturgehe vanavasa shruto maya Bhikshinya Shamavrittaya Mama Maturihagrataha. So Bhikshinya, the female sannyasi. So Bhikshuni. So Bhikshinyaha Shamavrittayaha Mama Maturiha Agrataha Shrutaha. So here Vachanam you should take. So this Vachanam of a Bhikshinyaha who is Shamavrittayaha. So it seems Rama said, they are Brahmanas, okay, they must have, made an error in their assessment of your Jatakam or your palm, etc. Such things, they must have made an error. So maybe it's not true after all. So it seems Rama had that doubt. For that she's telling, those people would have maybe made a mistake. But she, Shamavritta Bhikshini, also told me. She has Shama, Dama, etc. She's a Tapaswini herself. Such kind of Bhikshini also told this in front of my mother once. Or you can take it as, seems she was telling her mother, and Sita also maybe overheard. Something like that you can take it as. Bhikshinyaha Shamavrittayaha Uktam So Shrutaha Maya Mama Maturiha Agrataha. Iha means so in my mother's place, in my father's place. You can take it that way. Matuhu Agrataha, in the front of, the presence of my mother, this Bhikshini also told me. When did this happen? Kanyayacha Piturgehe. So when I was a Kanya, that is when I was not yet married, when I was in my father's place, Piturgehe. So Vanavasaha Maya Shrutaha. This context or this prophecy that I have to go through Vanavasa has been heard by me when I was in my father's house before my marriage. And you might say these people might have made an error of calculation, but this Bhikshini who is a Shamavrittayaha, that is, she has Samadhi Vritti. She has Vritti here is, so she's engaged in Shamadama, Tapasya, all those things she's engaged in. So such a person cannot definitely make a mistake. So she also predicted it. प्रसादितश्च वै पूर्वं त्वं मे बहुतिथं प्रभो गमनं वनवासस्य कांक्षितं हि सह त्वया. Rama, you may remember, ever since we got married, I have been telling you, let us go to the forest, let us go to the forest. So this is the reason. So all this is implied in this shloka. So this is the reason why I have been telling you that I want to go to forest, spend some time there. Is because of this prophecy was there upon me, and I thought I better spend that time in the forest with my husband. Prasaditascha vai purvam tvam me bahutitham prabho. Hey Prabho. Bahutitham means so bahuvaram, many times. Bahutitham. So tvam prasaditaha purvam. Purvam. So if you remember, since long time. So prasaditaha. Prasaditaha here means I have been requesting you. Tvam prasaditaha. May means by me you have been pleaded. So that is, I have been making this request to you for a long time. So what is that plead? What is that? What should I say? What is the so what is the thing that she was pleading for? Gamanam vanavasasya kangshitam hi saha tvaya. So tvaya saha vanavasasya gamanam kangshitam hi. So this is something that I have been desiring for a long time. Tvaya saha vanavasasya gamanam. To go to forest, to the forest, to go with you. I have always been desiring, and this I have always been asking you also. Here instead of saying vanasya gamanam, so she's telling vanavasasya gamanam. So here Shiromanikara writes a very nice commentary. Vanavasasya vane vasaha yasya saha tasya muni samuhasya. So this vanavasa means muni samuha, that is those who stay in vanam. So them, Sita, it seems Sita Devi wanted to see all those munis who stay in forest. Therefore, she has been telling Rama, I want to go. So vanavasasya gamanam means to go and have darshanam of those vanavasi munis. So muni samuhasya tvaya saha gamanam vanavasi muni karmaka tvat sahitya vishishta matkartrika gatihi. This vanavasasya gamanam means, who is the karta for this gamanam? I am the karta. I have to go to the forest. Who's the sahakari here? You are the sahakari. Along with you, I have to go. Along with you, I have to go. Where should I go? To those munis. So in the forest, these munis, etc. are there. To them, I have to go along with you. Iti maya kangshitam. This has been desired by me always, and I have always been asking you about it also. Later, she's going to say this, you have accepted also, I think, like that something is going to come. Kritakshanaham bhadrante gamanam pratiraghava vanavasasya shurasya mama charya hirochate. Kritakshanaham bhadramte. Hey Raghava, bhadramte, may good happen to you. Kritakshanaham. So Kritakshanaham means Krita anumitasmi. So I have been, so you have agreed to this also. When I have pleaded to you many times, you have agreed also. Kritakshana means Krita, so Kritanumatika. aham asmi. So kritakshana means I have been agreed upon. I mean, I have been agreed to also for this proposal that I have made to you. Bhadram te gamanam prati kritakshana aham. So for our going to the forest, you have also agreed to long back here, Rama. Vanavasasya shurasya mamacharyahi rochate. So vanavasasya shurasya, you are the shura who's going to go to the vanam for you. So to you, when you go to the forest, mama charya here means my service, mama saparya rochate. So I like to serve you when you are very valiantly sitting in the forest and doing vanavasam. So that is what mama so mama rochate, this is what I like. Here also a lot of meaning is there, even at the cost of time. Let me just tell you some of those meanings. So this is shloka 15. Yeah. So vane vasaha yasya tadrishasya shurasya tava charya shushrusha mama rochate. So here charya simply means shushrusha, that is one meaning. Or tadrishasya shurasya tava charya rakshovadhadi rupa. So charya could otherwise mean, so your charya, your acts, that what is the act, rakshasavadha, etc., that charya mama rochate. Matsambandhenaiva shobhate. Mama rochate means it shines, or it becomes more efficient and it gets more fame if that Rakshasa Vadha, etc., you are doing when I am with you, along with you when we are in the forest and you do that Rakshasa Vadhadi Charya, your acts, whatever are there, when you do there along with me, then only it will become even more famous. So, Mama rochate, matsambandhenaiva shobhate, sampadyate. Hi yataha iti gudham. This is the gudhartha tilakara is telling. So here, shobhate means sampadyate. Only if I am there, you can achieve it. It seems she's telling. Otherwise, the task you have in mind for which you have come here, all the tasks cannot happen. Only if I come with you, it will be possible. So, lot of meaning other people also are telling. So, charya means anucharanam. Shurasya charya means shurasya tava shurasya anucharanam. Following you, who are a valiant person living in the forest. Only that is better for me. That is, I like doing that. शुद्धात्मन् प्रेम भावाद्धि भविष्यामि विकल्मषा भर्तारम अनुगच्छन्ति भर्ता हि परदैवतम. शुद्धात्मन्, हे प्योर माइंडेड रामा, शुद्धात्मन् प्रेम भावाद्धि भविष्यामि विकल्मषा भर्तारम अनुगच्छन्ति. So bhartaram prema bhavat anugacchanti vikalmasha bhavishyami. So this is a very practical thing she is telling. You see, only if I come along with you to the forest will I be blemishless. If I stay back here in the palace and you go to forest, people will say what kind of Sita, what kind of wife she is. Rama, very great difficulties he underwent in the forest. She is nicely sitting in the palace. Like that, people will make apavada on me. So that is, that kind of blemish I will not have only if I come along with you. Vikalmasha bhavishyami. Kalmasha means dosha. I will not have any doshas. Vikalmasha bhavishyami when bhartaram anugachanti. If I follow you, my husband, and then out of prema bhava, obviously I am not doing it only because somebody will blame me. Out of love for you, I am following you, and only if I follow you to the forest will I be blemish free. Prema bhavat bhartaram anugachanti vikalmasha bhavishyami. So it seems Rama said that dosha, if somebody is putting dosha on you, that dosha can go away. You do some puja of Bhagwan, etc., you do tapasya. So people will think, oh, Rama is going to the forest and Sita is doing her puja, vratam, etc., for his safety. Then that dosha will not come to you. Why don't you do so? So Griha Devata Radhanam, and then what is it called? Vamsha Devata Radhanam, etc. Why don't you do so? Bharta hi paradaivatam. There is no greater devata than Bharta. So husband is the greatest devata for me. Therefore, I will do your puja only. That is, I will serve you by coming to the forest. प्रेत्य भावे हि कल्याण संगमो में सदा त्वया श्रुतिर्हि श्रूयते पुण्या ब्राह्मणानाम यशस्विनाम. So this is going to take some time. We will stop here, and the next shlokas we will do in the next class. Let me just finish, because here shloka 17 and 18, some hidden meanings these people are showing, then Shruti, etc., which she herself is quoting in the next shloka. So let me just, we will discuss this in the next class tomorrow. प्रेत्य भावे हि कल्याण संगमो में सदा त्वया श्रुतिर्हि श्रूयते पुण्या ब्राह्मणानां यशस्विनां इह लोके च पितृभिर्या स्त्रियस्य महाबल. इह लोके च पितृभिर्या स्त्रियस्य महाबल अद्भिर्दत्ता स्वधर्मेण प्रेत्य भावेपि तस्य सा. एवमस्मात् स्वकां नारीं सुवृत्तां हि पतिव्रतां नाभिरोचयसे नेतुं त्वं मां केनेह हेतुना. Bhaktam Pativratam Deenam Mam Samam Sukha Dukkhayoho. I am somebody who has Sukha and Dukkha as equal, she's telling. So she is herself describing about herself. Sukha and Dukkha are equal for me. Sukha Dukkhayoho Samam. I am equanimous to Sukha and Dukkha. Netum Marhasi Kakutha Samana Sukha Dukkhinim. So the Samana Sukha Dukkhinim is my Sukha and Dukkha are samam to you. When you have Sukham, I have Sukham. When you have Dukkham, I have Dukkham. You see, this is the basis from where Bhavabhuti lifted also. This Advaitam, Sukha Dukkha Yoho, etc. That shloka I told you earlier. So this is from where he lifted it also. For everybody, Valmiki is the guru. So Valmiki is the greatest of poets. Why? All the people who have attained great fame later also have borrowed from Valmiki. We have seen Kalidasa, Bhavabhuti, etc. So Samana Sukha Dukkhinim. From this is where Bhavabhuti lifted that idea and wrote that shloka. Yadimam Dukkhitam evam Panam netum न चेच्छसि विषमग्निं जलं वाहमास्थास्ये मृत्युकारणात् एवं बहुविधं तमसा याचते गमनं प्रति नानुमेने महाबाहुस्तां नेतुं विजनं वनम् एवमुक्ता तु सा चिन्त्यां मैथिली समुपागता स्नापयन्तीव गामुष्णैर् अश्रुभिर्नयनच्युतैः. She's crying so much that it seems she's as though cleaning or rather she's what should I say? She's cleaning the bhumi with her tears. So much she's crying, it seems. Chintayantim tada tam tu nivartayitum atmavan krodhavishtam tu vaidehim kakustho bahusan tvayat. So this we will see these shlokas from 17 onwards in the next class, which will be tomorrow. We will stop for here. I think next Sarga is a little big anyway, so it's going to go over 2 days, 2 classes at least. So that's fine. So we will start with these shlokas in the next session. Om yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra kutamastakāñjali bāshpavari paripurnalocanam marutim namata rakshasantakam. Om purnamadah purnamidam purnāt purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vashishyate. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tatsat. Shri Ramarpanamastu. So we'll stop here. If you have anything to